The Zaperian customs terminal buzzed with the usual cacophony of interstellar commerce. Merchant vessels from across the galaxy discharged their cargo, while automated scanners hummed their monotonous songs, cataloging every being that passed through the checkpoint. Diana pressed her palm against the cool metal of the scanner interface, watching the blue light dance across her skin. "Next," called the customs officer, his four eyes rotating independently as he gestured toward Adnan with a chitinous appendage. Adnan stepped forward, placing his hand on the scanner. The device began its familiar hum, then suddenly fell silent. The blue light flickered once, twice, then held steady in an amber glow that Diana had never seen before. The customs officer's mandibles clicked in confusion. "Curious," the Zaperian muttered, his translator struggling with the subtle harmonics of his native tongue. "The scanner appears to be processing." Other travelers began to gather, their various forms of curiosity manifesting in ways as diverse as their anatomies. A crystalline vorthon chimed softly, while a gaseous nebulite shifted colors in what Diana recognized as anticipation. The scanner's display screen flickered with symbols neither human could read. "Is there a problem?" Diana asked, moving closer to Adnan. The customs officer's compound eyes focused on her with startling intensity. "The designation? It's unprecedented. In 3 centuries of galactic commerce, I have never seen the archive respond this way." The scanner's screen suddenly blazed with text that materialized in every language simultaneously, a feat that should have been impossible given the processing limitations of standard customs equipment. Diana watched as words in English appeared alongside flowing Zaperian script, crystalline vorthon mathematics, and the quantum probability clouds that served as nebulite writing. Species human classification, bearer of the fire after heaven, threat level paradox, recommendation, observe. What does that mean? Adnan asked, though something in his voice suggested he already suspected. The customs officer stepped back, his exoskeleton making subtle adjustments that Diana recognized as a defensive posture. Around them, the terminal had grown quiet. Even the automated cargo handlers seemed to have paused their work. "The archive contains the accumulated knowledge of 47 civilizations," the Zaperian explained slowly. "It categorizes every known species by their fundamental nature. The Vorthons are singers of crystal truth. The Nebulites are dancers in stellar wind. My own people are designated builders of ordered paths. And humans?" Diana pressed. "Until 30 seconds ago, humans were classified as seekers of distant shores, an unremarkable designation shared by dozens of younger species." The officer's mandibles clicked rapidly, a sign of deep agitation. "But the archive has just evolved its understanding." A new voice joined the conversation, ancient, resonant, speaking directly into their minds rather than through any visible communication device. "The other species present immediately prostrated themselves in whatever manner their anatomy allowed." "The archive speaks truth," the voice intoned. "We have watched this species called human for mere moments in the cosmic span, yet they have already exceeded our projections by factors we cannot calculate." Diana felt Adnan's hand find hers. Around them, the customs terminal had transformed into something resembling a temple, with beings from across the galaxy bearing witness to whatever was unfolding. Other species reach for the stars to expand, to consume, to flee their origins. Humans reach for the stars and bring their world with them. They carry the fire of their homeworld, not consuming it, but nurturing it, sharing it, making it grow brighter in the darkness between worlds. The Zaperian customs officer's voice was barely a whisper. "The archive refers to the human colony ships, doesn't it? The biodomes, the cultural preservation programs, the way you establish communities that somehow make alien worlds feel like extensions of Earth. More than that," the archive continued. "They kindle fire in others. Where humans settle, nearby species find their own cultures strengthened, their own potential unleashed. The fire spreads not by conquest, but by inspiration." Diana thought of their destination, New Geneva, a human colony world where 3 other species had established their own settlements, creating an unprecedented multicultural system that defied every model of galactic politics. The designation bearer of the fire after heaven carries both honor and responsibility. Humans will either shepherd the galaxy into a new age of cooperative evolution, or their fire will burn too brightly and consume all it touches. The scanner's amber light pulsed once and faded to normal blue. The archive's presence retreated, leaving behind a terminal full of beings struggling to process what they had witnessed. So, Adnan said, breaking the silence with characteristic human pragmatism, do we still need to declare anything for customs? The Zaperian officer's mandibles chittered in what Diana was learning to recognize as laughter. I think, he said, we may need to revise our standard procedures. As they collected their travel documents and moved toward the departure gates, Diana couldn't shake the feeling that they were carrying something far more significant than luggage. The fire the archive had spoken of felt real, warm and alive in her chest, demanding to be shared with whatever worlds awaited them among the stars. Behind them, the customs scanner hummed its usual song, but now Diana heard something different in its melody. Hope, perhaps, or the sound of a galaxy learning to dream new dreams. The fire after heaven burned bright, and they carried it willingly into the dark.